I'm fairly traditional when it comes to my guitar choices. I tend to like the usual suspects as far as body shapes go. And same with finishes. I'm really just looking for something low key, preferably black. Not trying to find something flashy that really makes me stand out a whole lot. But none of those things can be said about the guitar that we have in here today. Everything about her screams, look right at me. We have the Rivolta Mondata. So who exactly is Rivolta Guitars? Well, in this case, a quick look at the back of the headstock will directly tell you. Or you could do a quick Google search, which will probably lead you to novoguitars.com. Rivoltas are made in Korea, designed by Dennis Fano under the umbrella of Novo Guitars Nashville. You've probably seen some Novos pop up with some well-known players over the years. In particular, a pink sparkle Saris model has gotten quite famous on YouTube the last several years, I would say. They look super cool, very unique, would love to try one. But if you're like me, you're tucking a PB&J in your pocket on the way to work and you're calling that a well-balanced lunch. You need a less expensive option. Cue in Rivolta. You get some of that Fano design flair, but at a far less deep shot to your wallet. The Mondata is sort of a Jazzmaster Firebird kind of a mashup. We have a chambered mahogany body that has the offset design similar to a Jazzmaster, but with the raised center section and pickups of a Firebird and binding just about everywhere. Normally, I'm not really an offset guy. Sometimes I find them awkward and kind of cumbersome, but not so in this case. It's very comfortable. I think it might be because of the way they contoured the heel joint. They sloped it and molded it perfectly for your hand, so that you're not really stressing out your hand or partially dislocating it when you're trying to reach those upper frets. Let's talk about parts of the guitar that I really love. A, the fretboard. It's made out of ebony and it's very, very dark. I've said it before, with fretboard materials changing over the years, I get really excited when I see a nice, dark, almost black board, even if, in this case, a lot of it is covered up by the inlays. The second thing I would say that I love would be these Firebird type pickups. They are super cool, and you get 3 of them, which is extra cool, with a switching system that allows you to have all 7 possible combinations. The top 3-way toggle is just like a Les Paul. You have your neck pickup, your neck and bridge, and your bridge pickup alone. The bottom 3-way toggle works just for the middle pickup, so you can have it set to no middle pickup in the mix at all. the middle pickup being blended with whatever else you have selected, or the middle pickup being the only thing active in the mix. If you want to hear all possible combinations, both clean and dirty, I've already made a non-commentary tone profile, and I'll link it above so that you can watch this guitar in greater detail. For me personally, the middle pickup here is the sleeper hits. I'm not normally a middle pickup guy, but this one is really spanky without being too sharp. And when it's blended with the bridge pickup, it is just a really sweet tone. Those two pickups, with some overdrive stacked into a tube screamer and some delay, is exactly what you heard in the opening jam. Really, there's only one thing that I would have liked to have seen improved on this guitar, and that is the finish. It may have just been the one that I happened to come across, but I would call this guitar a 3-footer, because from about that far away, she does look pretty good. But as you get closer than that, you start to see quite a few flaws. There's some discoloration in a lot of the paintwork. The binding is not an even color all throughout, and there's a decent amount of glue spillage coming out of the neck pocket. Now again, this is a semi-opaque white finish. Maybe that's kind of tricky to get really cleanly, but I think it could have been a little bit cleaner than this. It's true we're not paying full Novo prices here, but at the same time, we are spending quite a little bit more than, say, a Squire Affinity. So I think the finish really should have been improved here. Again, just my personal opinion, but to me it's something worth noting for you. So all in all, how do I feel about the Rivolta Mondata? I like her. I really do. She's outside my comfort zone, for sure, and that's a good thing to have at times. It, keeps you from getting into a creative slump. I've enjoyed having her in the studio, and I will continue to do so for her duration with me. As far as me recommending this guitar to somebody else, I would again say yes, especially if this kind of guitar piques your curiosity and you haven't tried one yet. If you're looking for something a little bit flashier than the usual suspects, this is probably going to fit your bill. As always, I've been Joey. Thank you so much for stopping in to watch this video. If you could, please tap that like button on your way out, because I would greatly appreciate it. Also, feel free to subscribe and be on the lookout for more great content coming up soon. And on that note, guys, thank you so much, and take care.